여러분 안녕하세요. 차례쌤입니다. 만나서 반갑습니다. So welcome to another lesson with Korean with Chella Sam. And today, nasa lesson 8 na tayo. Yay! So sa mga simula lesson 1, nakasama ko na dito, yung talaga nag-start from the very basic sa pinaka-umpisa which is Hangul hanggang sa ngayon kaya nang mag-sentence construction, di ba? Congratulations sa'yo sa lesson 8 natin. Marami ka pang matututunan. Yan. So sa 7 lessons na dumaan, I believe marami ka natutunan doon. And remember, 50 lessons yung gagawin natin. So let us look forward na maging very fluent ka na in Korean language. Ayan. So before we move sa ating lesson, it's time for our shout out! Yan. So today, we would like to shout out Alfred Paliso, Sam and Samuel Cambo. Yan. So, happy viewing. Happy viewing. Ayun. So, maraming salamat sa patuloy niyong panonood, guys, and for being active sa comment section. And then today, kung last time medyo madugo yung natin, yung grammar natin, which is yung mga marking particles in Korean, di ba? Yung mga topic markers. So, kung hindi mo pa siya, kung ikaw ay first time lang nakapanood ngayon, kung naguguluhan ka pa rin sa mga topic markers, pwede mong balikan yung lesson 7 sa page natin. And, since pinag-uusapan na rin natin yung lesson 7, i-review na din natin siya, di ba? So, let's have a quick review. So, first, what are topic marking particles? Hindi yan iyan ga. So, topic marking particles are and nun. And nun is used, ano ulit yung tatlong gamit niya? Diba? Una, if it is the main topic, the main idea of the sentence. Pangalawa, sorry, ubo ko na ubong katila. And so, pangalawa, if it is being compared to another noun, diba? And then pangatlo, if you will bring up the topic for the first time. Doon natin ginagamit yung topic marking particles na and then nun. So, kailan naman natin, ano naman yung subject marking particles? Subject marking particles are E and ga. Okay, so E and ga, ano yung keyword natin doon? E and ga is the doer or the performer of the action. So the action may be an action verb or a descriptive verb. Okay, and last, ano naman ang object marking particles? So object marking particles are and rule. So and rule are the receiver of the action. So, kung sino yung nakaka-receive ng action, that is the topic marking particles. And so, that's for the quick review sa previous lesson natin, which is lesson 7. Ngayon naman, magiging madali lang naman yung natin. It's more on memorization lang talaga. So, memorize, hindi memories, memorize. Memorize, mga alaala mo yun. So, memorize is the act of memorizing, diba, sinasaulo yung isang bagay. Ayan. So, let's go sa ating topic today. So, what's the topic today? Today, we will talk about Korean counters. Counters. Hindi yung counter kung saan ka nag-order. Iba yun. So, counter, mga pamilang. Ginagamit natin para i-state kung ilang items, kung ilang piraso yung isang, yung bagay na dinidescribe natin or yung bagay na pinag-uusapan natin. Okay? So, what are the counters in Korean? So, diba, sa English, you can just say, pwede mong sabihin, pag isa, instead of saying one, pwede mo na sabihin a book, diba? A or an apple, diba? So, alam na natin na isa lang yon. And then, pwede din nating sabihin 2 bags, na dalawang bag. So, number, tapos yung noun, diba? Number, tapos yung item. Pero sa Korean, hindi siya ganun lang. Hindi siya 2 apples, dul sawa. So, hindi. Mali siya. So, merong right pattern, grammar pattern para doon at meron din tayong tinatawag na counters. Okay? Ito yung mga units na ginagamit natin sa pagbibilang. Katulad na lang nito, sabihin natin a book. So, pag sinabi natin a book, gets na yan na isang book lang. So, ito yung sa English. Okay? Pero, in Korean, ang magiging pattern niya na book, Tapos, ilang piraso? 1. Diba? And then, plus counter. Kanyang pamilang. So, ganito yung pattern in Korean. Una, sabihin mo yung item. Pangalawa, kung ilang piraso. And then, yung counter niya. So, basically, ang pattern niya is noun plus number plus counter. So, ganito yung itsura niya. O, diba? Ang pangit ng sulat. Ayan, so, noun plus number plus yung counter. So, ganito natin siya gagamitin. Ganito yung pattern natin. So, before natin alamin kung ano yung mga Korean counters, dahil magbibilang tayo ngayon, if you could remember, meron tayong dalawang numbers in Korean. Tama? Sino-Korean number and then native Korean number. So, alin doon yung ginagamit sa pagbibilang ng items? Tama, that is native Korean number. Ayun yung ginagamit natin sa pagbibilang ng mga items. So here, ang makikita mong gagamitin natin ngayon ay puro native Korean numbers. So what are native Korean numbers? Diba ito yung hana, dul, sen, net, dasat, yosat, yodel, inko, paho, pyol. Right? But, merong irregularities kapag in-apply na natin sila plus yung number plus the counter. Okay? So ano yung magiging irregularities nun? So, diba, 1 is hana. 1 hana. So, from hana, it will become han. Han plus counter. And then, 2 is tul. So, from tul, it will become 2. So, kumbaga, we just have to remove yung final letter nila. Okay? So, tul, 2. Plus counter. Okay, kung ano yung counter na gagamitin natin. And then, 3, diba 3 is set. Set. So, from set, it will change to se. Se. Plus counter. And then, 4 is net. Net. And it will become ne. So, hindi siya, obviously, pag nakakita ka ng ne plus counter, hindi siya yung ne na, yes, ne. So, ito yung ne na net or 4. So, from hana to se net, it will become han to se ne. Okay? Plus counter. Plus the counter. Pagdating naman ng 5 onwards, so, ang mangyayari na ay, kung ano yung number niya, as is na lang. Okay? So, di ba 5 is tasot? Tasot. So, tasot lang siya. Tasot plus counter. 6, yosot. So, yosot plus counter. Paano pag 20? Di ba meron silang ibang pangalan? 20 is sumul. So, 20, sumul. Sumul plus counter. 30 ay sorun. Sorun. So, kung gusto kong sabihin 34. So, sorun. Tapos, di ba, net kasi 4. Sorun, ne. Remember yung rule kanina? Tinatanggal na doon sa net, tinatanggal yung final consonant nila or final letter nila doon. So, sorun ne plus counter. So, ready ka na bang magbilang at alamin kung ano yung mga counters? So, literally, sa katotohanan, there are almost hundreds, talagang ganun kadami, hundreds na counters in Korean. Kasi imaginein mo na lang ganun kadami. Kasi imaginein mo na lang kada bagay, kada item, di ba? Merong iba't ibang counter para sa kanya. So, we will study today yung mga common or basic na ginagamit na counters in daily basis sa Korean conversation. So, let's study the Korean counters. First counter na aaralin natin ngayon ay the counter for things and objects, and that is ke. Ke. So this is not the ge na aso, yung dog na ge. So same spelling nga lang sila pero different yan. So pag may numbers na kasama tapos ge, that is a counter. So ge is commonly used, diba? Kahit sa anong item siguro pwede mo lagyan ng ge. Sometimes yung dapat merong isang counter, specific counter doon, but instead of using its real counter, they will just use ge. Kasi it means things or objects. So, sabihin natin, 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things, 4 things, 5 things. So, paano yun? Diba? Ang gagawin natin is, yung hana na 1 will become han, and then, ge. Hangge. Hangge. So, pag pronounce mo siya, hindi siya masyadong hange. Diba? So, parang magko-connect na yung niyon and giyok dito. That way, you will produce a sound like hangge. Hangge. Okay? So, hangge. And then, tu. So, from tul, it will become tu. And then, tuge. Tuge. 2 things. Tuge. 3 things. 3 is set. And then, we will write se. Se plus ke. Sege. Sege. 4. 4 is net, but we will just write ne and then ke. So we have nege. It means 4 things. 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things, 4 things. Tapos 5 things ay tasot ke, yosot ke, and onwards. So, puro ganun lang siya. So, paano pag may items na? Diba ang rule natin kanina, ang gagawin ay noun plus number plus counter. So, let's try. Sabihin natin gusto natin bilangin ay apples. Apples. So, ilang apples ang meron? Sabihin natin isang apple. Meron isang apple. What is apple? Sagwa. So, again, the pattern is noun plus number plus counter. Okay? So, the noun here is sagwa. Sagwa. Tapos, ilang piraso? Sabi natin, 1. Diba? 1 apple. Tapos, counter, ke. So, sagwa hangge. 1 apple. Sagwa hangge. Sagwa hangge. How about pag gusto nating sabihin 2 stones. 2 stones. So, stone is tol. Tol. Okay, tol. Tapos, dalawa, di ba? Dalawang stones. 2. And then, counter. Okay. Paano naman pag gusto mong tanongin, how many? How many things? So, how many is myot. Myot. Kasi remember, jiyot, kapag nasa ending siya, ang sound niya ay T. Okay? Myot. And then, counter. So, myot is how many. Tapos, ge is things. So, para siya, how many things? Myot ge. Pag gusto mo itanong, how many things are there? Myot ge isoyo. Myot ge isoyo. How many things are there? Myot ge. Okay, so that's the counter for things. Now, let's go sa another basic na ginagamit, counter for people. Second, we have the counter for people. People. So, pag tao naman yung binibilang mo, ang counter mo for that is myong. Myong. Okay? Myong. And, let's say, 1 person. 1 person, 1 is, diba, hana? But since gagamitan natin siya ng counter, han, and then, myong. So, we had hanmyong. Hanmyong. Diba? 1 person. Hanmyong. The way you pronounce it, parang nagtutunog hanmyong siya. Okay? And then, 3 teachers. So, di ba ang pattern? Noun plus number plus counter. So, noun is 선생님 plus yung number niya, ilan daw? 3. Se, and then counter for people, myong. 선생님, 3명. Okay? 2 students. Student is 학생. 학생. 2 is tul. So, for counter, 2 and then myong. 2명. 학생 2명. 2 students. And then, female is 여자. 여자. So, 5 females is 여자 5명. 여자 5명. So, kanina, you learned how to ask how many things. Diba? 몇 개. 몇 개. So, to ask how many people, diba? How many persons. So, how many again is 몇. 몇. And then, add 명. Here, the pronunciation, instead of 몇, myong, it will become myong. So, kasi, parang nagjo-join yung pronunciation nila. So, myong. So, you will hear native Korean speakers say myong instead of, parang wala pa ako narinig na nagsabi ng myong. So, it's myong. And then, di ba, minsan naririnig mo naman yung word na saram. Saram means person, di ba? So, one person, ganun ba yun? So, the word for people na saram can be used kapag hindi, when referring to small amount of number, like ganyan, or not specific kung ilan, kung sino sila. For example, kung wala kang noun, hindi mo masabi kanina, di ba, may nakalagay tayo, how many, like, 5 teachers, 2 teachers. Paano kung hindi mo alam kung teacher ba siya, kung student ba siya, di ba? So, dun mo na gagamitin yung saram. Okay? So, parang 몇 사람 있어요? 몇 사람 있어요? Sasabihin natin sa isang gathering. So, hindi mo naman alam kung sino yung mga tao doon, di ba? Hindi mo alam kung student ba sila, kung ano ba profession nila, di ba? So, to generalize the person, instead of myong, you use saram. 사람. So, 몇 사람 있어요? 몇 사람 있어요? So, merong higher form, merong higher term si saram. Instead of saram, you can use pun. So, pun is the higher version of sarang. Hindi ito yung pun na sa minute kapag nagbabasa ng oras, but this pun means person. So, pwede mo rin itanong, 몇 분 있어요? So, 몇 분 있어요? So, automatically, hindi naman siya tunog ilang, di ba pag nagtatanong ka ng oras, ano yung tinatanong mo? 몇 시, 몇 분이에요? So, 이에요. Is it? What time is it? Yung tinatanong natin. But here, tinatanong mo, 몇 분 있어요? So, how many people are there? So, pun, di ba? Like, Philippine pun, Hanguk pun, yun. So, dun mo siya na kikita. Yung pun na higher form ng sarang. And then, let's try to answer this one. Sabihin natin, there are 2 people. There are 2 people. So, pag 2 people lang, 2 saram. 2 saram 있어요. 2 saram 있어요. Pero, pag halimbawa, kasi sabi natin, di ba, gagamitin natin yung saram sa small amount of people or hindi specific na amount ng people. So, kunyari, ang sagot niya ay 10 people. So, di ba 10 is yol? Yol saram, medyo hindi na siya okay pakinggan. Kasi parang madami na. Instead, you can just say, yol 명 있어요. 10명 있어요. There are 10 people. There are 10 people. So, that's how we use the counter for person or people na 명. Now, here are the other common counters na ginagamit. So, third na counter na meron tayo ngayon is for the long objects. Yan. So, that is 자루. So, 자루, you can use it for pencils, rulers, knives. Yan, doon mo siya pwedeng gamitin. So, 1 pencil, 연필 한 자루. 연필 한 자루. 1 pencil. And then, pangalawa naman, bottle. So, bottle itself is 병. So, to say like 3 bottles, So, sepyeong. Sepyeong. So, sabihin natin, bibili ka ng 3 bottles ng juice. Juice lang, wag alak, mabait ka eh. So, if you want to say 3 bottles, diba? So, juice, sepyeong 주세요. Yan. So, please give me 3 bottles of juice. Yan. Tapos, ang counter naman natin for animals is mari. Mari. Okay, so, to say 3 bears, and so bear is kum. Kum. And then 3 is se. Then, mari. Kum se mari. So, kum se mari is 3 bears. Kum se mari. kum se mari가 한 집에 있어. Ano, tutuloy ko ba to? 1, 2, 3. 곰 3마리가 한 집에 있어. 아빠 곰, 엄마 곰, 애기 곰. 아빠 곰은 뚱뚱해. 엄마 곰은 날씬해. 애기 곰은 너무 귀여워. 윽쓱 잘한다. 잘한다. Alam mo na, 3 bears. Kum, se, mari. Okay. And then, counter naman for vehicles is, for vehicles or for machines, that is te. Te. So, to say 2 cars, cha, tu, te. Cha, tu, te. Okay, 2 cars, do, and then counter na te. Car is cha. What else? For the last batch, we have number 7, books. So, ang counter for books ay kwon. Kwon. So, if I'd like to say 6 books, that will be 책 6권. 책 6권. Okay, and then for counters naman for paper, pages, and then tickets, that is 장. 장. Okay? So, to say a sheet of paper, 종이 한 장. 종이 한 장. So, 종이 is paper. Yan. Tapos, 한 장. 1 piece or 1 sheet of paper. And then, for seconds, yan. To count yung seconds, segundo. Yan. That is 초. 초. So, here, if you can see, hindi na native Korean yung gamit natin kasi for time, we use Sino-Korean number para dun sa seconds. So, this is 50 seconds, 50초. 50초. Okay? For 50 seconds. Tapos, counters naman for floors. Yeah, that is 층. 층. So, 12 floors, 10 floors, yan. So, pwede din siyang 10th floor. Yan. And that is 층. 층. And ang gagamitin dito ay Sino-Korean. Okay? And now it's time for our quiz. So I'll show you the sentence and then complete the missing, identify the missing counter. And it's quiz time! So for our quiz, ang gagawin mo lang ay ilalagay mo kung ano yung missing counter sa sentence natin. Okay, number 1, we have 3 cans of soda. 3 cans of soda. Soda, se, blank. Ano yung kanyang counter? May answer ka na? Number 2, 7 dogs. 7 dogs. So, okay, ilkop blank. Okay, ilkop blank. And then, number 8. Tapos ka na ba? Number 8. Ay, number 8 tuloy. Kasi 8 na dito. Yan. So, number 3, 8 cars. 8 cars. 차, 8, blank. Number 4, 10 pages. Page, 10, blank. Page, 10, blank. Number 10, ay number 5. Hindi mo magbilang. Number 5, we have books. 5 books. Check. 5 blank. Check. 5 blank. So, it's checking time. Let's check. So, 3 cans of soda. So, ang kailangan natin hanapin ay counter ng cans. And ang counter ng cans ay 잔. Okay? So, soda, 세 잔. soda, 세 잔. 3 cans. So, 3 cans. soda, 세 잔. And then, 7 dogs. Okay? 7. Counter for animals is Mari. Kinantahan na kita. Baka hindi mo pa naalala. Mari. Yun ang counters for animals. And then, 8 cars. 차, 8. 대. Te is for machines and for vehicles. And then, number 4. 10 pages. Page 10장. Okay? 5 books. Check. 5 권. Check 5 권. Okay, so for your homework, ang homework mo lang ay gawa ka ng sentence for each na counter na natutunan mo ngayon. So, no need na ako mag-check niyan. You can check it by yourself, diba? Para lang ma-practice mo yung paggamit ng counters or counting units in Korean. Okay? So, I really hope that this is another helpful video para sa inyo. So, for those who haven't subscribed to this channel, click subscribe now para updated ka sa mga lessons natin. And, of course, if nag-start ka in this lesson, kung ito na yung lesson na naabutan mo, you can start sa lesson 1 natin. Nakalink down siya below sa description. Yung video for our lesson 1 para lahat ng lessons madaanan mo and tamang process din, di ba? Yung ma-take mo. So, that's all for today, guys. Continue working hard. 힘내요. 안녕히 가세요. Bye-bye. 곰 3마리가 한 집에 있어.